was me on the drums there, just showing you another more funky side to Simon, which is me. Anyway, you've reached Simon Bridges' secret top line. If you know who leaked the information about how I blew all that money on limos and snacks and hotels, etc., okay, I took a robe from a couple of the hotels, but in my defence, I thought they were free, like the little shampoos and slippers. I thought you could just take them. I didn't know that you would be charged for them. So anyway, let's park that to one side. So if you have any credible information that some Labour Party operative or even Mallard, or even if it was, and I'm not saying that it was, but even if it was Judith, then leave a message and I will get back to you. Also, I would love to hear from any small businesses that really hate Jacinda, especially ones in Moronsville. Anyway, thanks for listening, and now I'll play a little bit of drums and then there'll be a beep and then you can leave your tup.
You're back with Ken Oath, the voice of reason.
Go ahead, caller. Are you there? Although it's just me, is it? I've got to fill for a bit, do I? Okay. Is Golriz Garriman a waste of space? You tell me, or better still, I'll tell you after the news. The currently alive, but probably soon dead, North Island family pet guinea pig.
Punctilious Formica with NZR News. Sir Peter Jackson's latest venture, the Aotearoa Politics Museum, was opened today in Te Whanganuiatara. The exhibits are expected to attract tens of thousands of visitors a year, with items as diverse as the actual race card played by Don Brash at Orewa, and a whisky decanter in the shape of one of Captain Cook's favourite cabin boys, which was believed to have been drained by Robert Muldoon on the night he announced the snap election. Grubby Soper was at the opening.
It's been a wet day here in the capital, which began at dawn with dignitaries arriving to a rousing rendition of Eminem's Lose Yourself, performed by Materia Toure with Simon Bridges on drums. The most popular exhibits included a cask of wine and a Handmaid's Tale DVD that Jacinda and Clark shared the night of Neve's inception. A life-size wax dummy of Shane Jones, which many thought to be the work of Michael Parakofi, drew plenty of attention, but turned out to be the man himself who had simply nodded off in a corner. Most attendees seemed to enjoy themselves, although some complaints were heard concerning a 3-metre-high C-word and a robotic Winston Peters which insulted passerbys and reeked of ciggies. St John's attended to one woman who passed out due to the smell of the actual fish that David Shearer had held up in Parliament, and 3 elderly kaumatua had to be rescued from a scale model of Labour's fiscal hole. A collection of handguns belonging to Judith Collins proved popular, but Helen Clark's polar fleece collection and an empty chili bin that was meant to signify John Key's legacy drew little attention. The most popular by far was an interactive display in which guests had to run a gauntlet of flying dildos with Stephen Joyce's face on them. At the Aotearoa Politics Museum in Wellington, I'm Grubby Soper.
The Taxpayers Union has uncovered documents from a meeting held by an unholy alliance of church groups concerned at government plans to tighten tax exemption loopholes for charities. The minutes revealed that the ministries of Gloriavale, Scientology and Destiny plan to merge into one superchurch to be called Glory Holy. The group planned to operate from a megaship just beyond the reach of the IRD. The newly appointed Rear Admiral Brian Tamaki is expected to be named the leader of Glory Holy in a ceremony that will include seamen from all 3 religions. And that's the news.